So my name's Corey Spencer and we're on a property at Bracknell called Sand Park. We also have a harvesting contracting business where we employ itinerant labour over the summer months. Farm safety has been a really big issue, not only for us but for every farming business in Tasmania with the deaths that have happened over the years. And I think it's very important going forward that we all get on board and start implementing some basic safety protocols into our business. The biggest risk for us is probably fairly simple stuff most of the time, being aware of your surroundings and probably simple things like cutting yourself, jumping off implements or tractors and damaging knees, legs, that sort of thing. At the end of the day, it's just really basic stuff that most of the time causes the biggest problems. So we go through a sit-down induction process where they have a checklist that we tick off at the end of that induction to make sure they understand everything that's gone through. But basically it takes an hour and we sit down with each employee. I think it's important to sit down individually with employees and go through it so that if anyone has any difficulties, they're willing to speak up, as opposed to being in a group situation. They might not ask a question for fear of being embarrassed. So it's very important that you do it one-on-one if you're able to. And then once they've done that, we have safe work procedures on every machine, which they get run through before they get to operate that machinery. So when we're employing itinerant workers from non-English speaking backgrounds, we have to be really careful to make sure the messages we're relaying to them are getting understood, and vice versa when they're telling us something, that we understand what they're trying to tell us. Because sometimes the message can get lost, and something that we're trying to understand from them can be quite simple to us, but to them it can be a serious matter that we're not understanding properly. So it's just very important that we make sure what we're telling them is understood, and vice versa what they are saying to us that we're understanding properly. I think it's important farmers realise they're not on their own when it comes to managing safety. There's some really good government initiatives out there, starting with the Safe Farming Safely in Tasmania from the Safe Farming Tasmania program. It's a great little booklet. It also comes with a USB stick. It's got all the safe work procedures, inductions, guidelines, everything like that you could possibly want, and it's free, readily available. Yeah, it's been a really great help in our business using this guideline. The little green USB stick never comes out of my computer. I use it all the time, and it's really simple, user-friendly. Anyone can get on it, type their name into it, or type their business name into it, and you've got a ready-to-go safe work procedure that you can then use with your, if you've got 1 or 16 employees, you can then go out and utilise that with them.